Howdy everyone. We're in the spray booth again, and we're gonna, in front of us we have another one of those, I don't know how you say it, but it's a grind, I don't know. But anyway, it's a KO, and I got this from Backwater Outfitters, and I already base coated him with opaque white and then pearl white. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna paint him an African jewel cichlid, and this kind of a complicated pattern, but to get it to look right. So we're going to try something different than what I did in the past. So right here, this cup, we have a mix of sunrise yellow, and that's Createx transparent sunrise yellow. Then we have this Crafts gold ore. So we have this. I mixed kind of like 6 drops of the gold and probably 10 drops of the sunrise yellow, and then I added a couple of drops of the 4011 reducer in it. So I'll get this in my airbrush. Kind of coolish today, so paint kind of thickish, and I'm only going to be spraying about 10 psi on this because it's such a little bait. Alright, that should be enough, I hope. And then always test spray your, to make sure you're not shooting out a bunch of water or anything, or cleaner. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this yellow and just go down the sides. This yellow gold. Just like that. Then we'll flip him over. Okay, we'll heat set that and we'll see if we need to add some more. Okay, I loaded some more in the airbrush, and we're going to go over him one more time to kind of get the color that I'm wanting. Especially down towards the bottom. And I always run out on this side. Let me add a little bit more reducer to this and get a little more out so we can do this other side. Okay. That should be plenty. So alright, there we go. So we'll clean out the airbrush and we'll heat set this. Okay, you should have something that looks like this. So looking pretty good so far. So now our next color is going to be Wicked Detail Burnt Orange. And then we're just going to spray this over his back and just about halfway down the bottom. That's all we want. So we'll load this up, and then we'll get him here. Make sure we get all that water sprayed out of our airbrush. Okay, so we're just gonna go down his back. Okay, just something like that on the back. So then we're gonna flip him, and well, It's gonna be kind of hard to do. Let's see if we can point him up. Then we're just gonna go under his belly. Just kind of like right there. To get that effect right there. Okay. So we'll heat set this, clean out the airbrush, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now our next color is gonna be this Deco Art Desert Turquoise. So then we're gonna use this stencil, which is off of one of my bluegill stencils, and we're gonna use this and try to get our dots. So anyway, we're gonna give this a whirl, because on the other one that I did, I just dotted them on, and we're gonna see if this stencil will make it look a little better. So we're just gonna spray blue, and not very, we're just gonna go kind of light with it, not heavy. Just kind of give it that look. Looks pretty good, I think. But then we need a few up here. Just something like that. So then we'll flip him over. We'll do the same thing over here. And always wipe off your stencil. You don't want to smudge anything. So we'll start up here. Give him a few dots up there. Something like that. And we'll do it up here. And then I forgot we need to do it up here there. Up in there. Then he needs a few on his tail. Just like that. Then we'll flip him over. And we'll do his fins and tail on this side. Oh man, I forgot. This is the one that likes to give up the ghost on me. Okay. So we'll just spray through there. Spray through there. Okay. Got that done. So then we're going to take this stencil and I'm going to tape one of these off real quick because we just want one. Let's see. We'll do that. Then we'll do this. Okay. Now here along the belly, he has kind of a line looking deal like that. And then we'll have to go over it with a little bit of gold. But anyway, we're gonna line that up. We're just gonna paint that. See if I can get it in here. Yep, just something like that. Oh, dadgummit. This ain't gonna give me fits now. Nothing worse than broken helping hands. These are kind of wore out, I think. Get the old trusty needle nose out. See if we can tighten it down just a little more. Maybe. Nope. We may have to switch helping hands. Okay. We're gonna switch helping hands. So we'll just grab him by the nose. So I need to repair those guys. Okay. So here we go. Now we can get back to business. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna line this up right there. Spray that. There. That's what we need. So we'll heat set this, clean out the airbrush, and be right back. Okay, so we loaded some of that gold into our chamber. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place this, if I can find it. We're gonna place this back over that and just spray it with this gold. Something like that. Kind of gives it a flashiness. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And I forgot to do something while we had that blue loaded up. So I'll have to load some more blue. There we go. Okay. Then we have that gold there. So then up here we'll just do a little bit of gold kind of up along the top. Just something like that. You can see that. So then there we go. You can see that gold kind of flashing. There we go. Wow. Why does he keep wanting to pop off? There we go. I don't know. Maybe we'll take and we'll do him like this. That might help a little. There. Okay. So if you can see that gold, which I think we need to go over this side a little more. I think we got okay. There we go. Now we got a little flashiness on him. Alright, so we'll clean this out, we'll heat set this, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we added a little more of that turquoise in. And here it is. So we got to do these lines on his face. So one of them's right under his eye. Right there. And we'll just kind of heat set this a little. Not really heat set it, but then another one is right here. Just like that. We'll kind of dry that a little. Then another one's going to be right here towards the bottom. Right in there. So we'll do that. And then we're just going to do just a couple of dots on this gill plate. Just something like that. Then we'll flip him over. Then we'll wipe the stencil off real good. Then we're going to go underneath the eye again. Then we'll do one right here. Then we'll do the third one down here. There we have it. Okay. Then we'll take and just do a few little spots. Just something like that. Okay. We're almost done with him. So, let me clean this out real quick. Okay. Airbrush clean. And remember, we did all this on 10 psi. So what we're going to do is take a little of this airbrush black and we're going to dot it. And then I'm going to cheat on his gill plate. I'm just going to take this stick here and get some black on it. And then we're just going to maybe paint this black. And this may not work. With this paint may be too thin. Let's see if I have any Createx black left. I about ran out of it painting my son's model car. So we'll see if we can get a drop out of it. Hey, we got a drop out of it. This is a little thicker. Sorry about hitting the camera. This is a little thicker so it works a little better. There we go. We'll just do his little earmark on him. And like I said, this African jewel cichlid looks like a kind of almost like a pumpkin seed or a sunfish. And there's his little earmarks. So, well, and that's it. That's all we're gonna do today. Oh wait, let me heat set him and we'll be right back. I'll show. Okay, now we loaded a little bit of Createx Opaque White. So, what I've noticed on the picture is these kind of have a little bit of white in them. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna line this up just real light, nothing heavy. Just kind of white it a little. There, just something like that. Kind of gives it that look. So wipe this off, we'll flip it. There, that's what we're looking for, just something subtle. Just subtle. Let's make sure this other side's like that. Kinda, but not really. So we didn't get this over here. The back part is, but this. There. And there. There you have it. There's an African jewel cichlid, y'all. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope I'm teaching you a little something of how to make these things look a little more realistic than what normally do if you buy it in the store. And I'm always tweaking and trying to make patterns better. That's how I ended up with my bluegill patterns that turn out really good every time I paint them. Because I'm always tweaking, trying to make them better. But anyway, there's an African jewel cichlid, y'all. Turned out really good. So now I know how to paint them just a little bit better. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. And thanks for subscribing and liking and doing all the things y'all do. So if we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll do a massive giveaway. How's that sound? So please share and like and everything else. So we'll do a massive giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Thank y'all. Really enjoy it.